Just saying. No, I'm just saying. I remember those days in the parks.
Good to hear you laugh, buddy.
Cool
you were a little
story,
off
bro.
this morning.
Cool story, bro. No, I am off. You know what's crazy is I'm looking at our record time. We've been recording longer than a minute and a half.
Facts. What the hell happened?
I pressed the button twice.
So it stopped.
It stopped the first 2 minutes.
So we weren't recording for 2 minutes.
So
I
the
think we
audio
are.
track
Is
is
hopefully on
literally
there.
going to be this one.
It's going to be there.
That's hilarious.
Well, all right. So
See what happens when we don't have stuff
funny
ready?
story. Funny story is last week when I
Fire the engineer.
uploaded the video, it actually came from there. The audio did. I literally just moved it a half a tick, and it worked out perfectly.
There you go.
So-
I don't know what you're talking about, but good
I'm
job.
hopeful that happens today. If not, and just in case it doesn't,
Don't count your chickens, buddy.
just in case it doesn't,
You are tuned in to the Nutso Bunch
There you
podcast.
go.
facts.
There you go.
Just in case it doesn't.
Did you just stop the
I brought
recording the
beat
third
back.
time?
No, I brought the beat back. Oh, man. It's been a rough Friday.
I'm here. Fair to
Yo.
God's here.
Yeah.
So Bunch podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
we gotta
we're
get
doing
Ken
that
some
again.
headphones.
Fucking deja vu.
We gotta get Ken some
I have
headphones.
too for this. Whoa, I didn't say that.
Bro,
Loud.
Fried.
All you got to do is
fried
put the order in. Put
fried
the
the pork
order in,
chops.
put the receipt in the group chat, and you will receive your donations.
Yes.
Your contributions.
Contributions, yes. For sure.
Contributions.
For sure. So, yeah, now that we're back again, like we never left. Like we never left.
Tag team back again.
I think next week we should give the live a trial run.
Whatever, man. I'm
Y'all
down.
cool with that?
Just to work out any
I'll
kinks.
be here on time. I'll be here on time.
Yeah.
Super brave.
Yeah, I think we just got to jump in the water. Like I learned how to swim the best that way.
Yeah, regardless. If it doesn't work out, we'll see at least when we record what
What
I
we
mean, I
need
learned
to
with
fix.
lessons.
up on. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
I learned with lessons.
You learn with lessons
Yeah,
over
swimming.
doing it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, no. Throw me in the deep end and I'll
terrible.
swim.
Facts.
Like, is that weird?
Do you know how to swim?
I'm the same way.
Yeah. Well, why? So why? So why you look at me
I
and
know
say
a couple
that?
brothers that don't. You know what I mean?
Why you look at me and say that?
I ain't trying to be funny, but I know a lot of brothers that
Yeah,
don't swim.
T-Love.
Why did you look at me and say that though?
Because I
mean, what's your stroke look like?
Hey, yo.
What do you look like when you're trying to swim in the water? Do you look
Yo.
like one of those floundering fishes where you're neck back and forth?
I hold it down.
Yeah?
I hold it down.
Is your
Like-
doggy paddle strong?
I don't know what the singer's name is, but just know I'll be stroking.
Oh, Clarence
what I
Carter,
be
Clarence
doing.
Carter, Clarence Carter.
I'll be stroking.
I'll be stroking.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
be
be
stroking
doing.
too, bro. So honestly,
Be stroking to the east, stroking to the west, stroking to the girl he loves the best.
Hey.
Y'all ain't know that song?
yeah, that was a great one.
What? Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter.
Yo, I'm really good actually under the water. Is that weird? Like I'm
Me
better
too.
under the water than I am on top.
I am too.
That's what.
You too, bro?
Yeah. You know?
we got
Hold on,
the
Fred,
black
are we talking
Luther.
about swimming? No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about water sports.
Definitely talking about swimming.
Freddie snorkels anywhere.
Oh, him and his swordfish.
I've been to many.
Snorkeling.
I've been to many freshwater lakes.
Any crabs there?
Wait. It should be a salinous environment, man. Just saying.
I don't know what salinous is. I feel a little
Salt,
offended.
salt,
All right,
salt.
all right.
Like, you know,
All right,
saline.
Saline.
All right, cool.
there you go.
See, you got a good vocabulary, you know?
You didn't know it either, right?
Hell no. I told you a long time ago, many episodes ago, Stephen A, man, you helped me increase my vocabulary from $5 to $7.50. You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, I'm over here declining.
I didn't remember too many words because it's like he would say a word and then his reaction, I would know what it meant. Like after it's egregious. I didn't know what the fuck that was till
This
he
is
said
egregious.
it. Yeah.
What does it mean?
You know what I mean?
I mean,
I
you got
mean,
Really
I'm-
bad, I guess. You know?
I'm there with egregious.
tone and context clues.
Yeah, I'm
You
there
know
with
what I'm saying?
egregious.
So it was just
That's,
straight
that's
that.
what I do when people talk to me in Spanish. I take their body language as to what they're saying.
Word.
Fred, you're a damn
And you
liar.
say yes and no to it.
Is that what you do when you listen to my voicemail?
Yep.
There was a couple stories that I did want to get into.
Sure.
Okay.
Y'all cool with that?
No, but sure.
It don't matter.
Didn't you have something too?
Sos did, right?
I had a question.
No,
I had a
you want to
general
lead off with the question?
I just had a question.
Let's do it.
Because it came to my mind. I had this thought with somebody, and I had heard it from somewhere else, and
Yes.
it just came back up, and I just had to ask.
Right.
So in a relationship,
Oh.
dude, when you, hold on, no bullshit. When you're in a relationship
Hold
and
on.
you
Hold on.
come on, chill.
This again?
Hey, perfect.
That's how I got. That's how I
what
got
it's all
lost the
about.
last time, right?
Hey,
This again.
no.
Back to the ring.
Hey, yo, but that's what it's all about, though. That's
better
funny
put
that
that
he
shit
took
back
it
on.
off,
Hold the
right?
hands, bro.
So the question was, when you break up, do you ask for the ring? If you're engaged or married, do you ask for the ring back?
What's on your mind, so?
No. It was just a general. No bullshit. Me personally, I can't give you my answer right now because I'm not in that situation. But given that I heard it and I wanted to see what y'all opinion is and just ask the masses and see what they think.
All right.
Do you think you should ask for it? You shouldn't ask for it? What do you think?
So it's funny.
One at a time. Come on, one at a time. One at a
So we're
time.
going there. I got a story real quick. I was dating this girl way back when. I think I was like 19,
You were
20
engaged
years
before?
old. No. But I was told two things. Not to give a girl shoes and not to give a girl a ring unless you're getting engaged. Right?
What?
So
no
those
promise.
things-
Wait.
I'm going to tell you.
The shoes are because she can't walk out
of
on
your life.
you. Yeah, like, oh my God.
Right. Promises can be broken. However, a marriage can only be broken by divorce. That's what I was told. So promise ring.
Okay.
I got one of those for a girl before.
A promise ring.
I got her a promise ring.
I promise to keep you in mind.
Because I was not ready for a relationship, but I told her that, I promised that I'm not going to be messing with no other girls.
Here we are.
Gave her a ring.
That's a relationship.
That's a relationship. I know. I was 19, bro.
Oh, well,
Doing
okay.
dumb shit.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Stupid
He's out
shit.
here thinking
Maybe 20.
He's out here thinking monogamy
Bro.
was like a lockdown.
Let me tell you.
And then he wants
Yo.
to be a rapper.
2-3 weeks later, I found out she was talking to somebody else.
Oh,
Oh, she was quick.
she gave you the promise.
I mean,
Motherfucker.
not for nothing.
I
Like you
promise
made a
you won't be
promise, she
alone.
didn't.
I know, right?
Yeah. That's a
She
fact.
ain't have
man.
to upkeep her.
She
that end of the
didn't.
bargain.
She didn't say, "Oh, and here's a ring for you, Wes."
That's a fact.
Okay.
However,
Okay, so what
my
happened?
ass drove right to her house like, give my ring, bitch. I want my fucking ring.
I want
Give
my promise
motherfucking
ring
Right, okay.
Give my motherfucking
Okay.
ring. I'm going to bring this shit back to K Jewelers
Okay.
and get my bread back. And I sure did.
He gonna cry in the car.
And I
Right.
sure did. Now, older me, if I get engaged with somebody, it don't work out, I don't think I'll ask for the ring back. I don't think I will. I think that, I don't know. I feel like I was being petty when I was that young. I was mad. I was in my
I'm gonna be
emotions.
petty.
I would be
I'm
upset.
gonna
Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead.
I would be upset if the situation didn't work,
Word.
but I don't think that I would like take the ring back. I think that it's like this is a moment that we had. This is something that like we shared that made sense at the time.
Okay.
And I can't take this back and give this to someone else. It's not going to happen. Okay. And I definitely know I'm not like.
How can't you?
Insurance.
I mean you can. I just can't. It don't make sense in my head to do that personally.
Okay.
So I wouldn't, at this stage of my life, get engaged with someone. It doesn't work, and then take the ring back. I wouldn't.
I'm petty.
Okay. Fred.
I hope at this stage in your life you wouldn't be getting engaged to
Let me
anybody
put
at
my
all.
ring back on.
Fred.
Petty.
Okay.
All right.
Why
so,
is that?
Petty.
So, okay.
Go ahead, Sos.
We talking from
You
a married,
me right now. I
married
love
man's
it.
perspective,
You need
right?
to be in the middle.
So I want to ask you this. So you're that was his married
Yeah.
perspective.
No, I'm getting
You're single.
engaged.
I have kids.
Yep.
So
No, that was his pre-married perspective because he
Yeah.
took off his ring
I did
saying,
both.
"Yeah." Oh, you did both. So,
I did what
so
happened before and currently.
Okay.
okay.
So
all right, well,
Fred,
fine.
fiance, take it.
I'm taking it back.
Wife,
If-
taking it.
Wait, taking it.
Taking the ring back.
I'm taking that shit back, dog.
Wife, you're asking for it back in the divorce as well. You're asking
Wait,
for the ring back.
No, not if I'm
Only if she's your fiance.
Well, again, petty me
I-
will kick in. So nowadays, this is a pet peeve of mine. A lot of females pick their own rings.
Yeah, no. That's stupid.
I fucking hate that shit.
That's stupid.
But if I
Okay.
ever was in a situation where the girl picked the ring,
okay.
I'm taking it back because I know that's the one she wanted.
Ooh.
If I didn't pick it, she's gonna remember that I'm the one that gave her that.
No.
So what?
So, can I? So
Yeah.
what happens if y'all break up because you did something stupid? You still gonna take the ring back? Say that to the people. I don't think they heard you. I don't think they heard you.
You
Still.
can't. You
Yes.
can't. You can't take what's not given.
Jesus. Fred,
You
you
know-
fucked up. You're still taking the ring back.
Yeah,
You're gonna ask for it.
I'm
at
gonna
least.
ask for it back.
At least ask for it. Cause
I was
take-
gonna say, like,
Kinda
take,
wishful.
Probably ain't getting
take
it back.
wasn't a very
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah, that's
But
what I said.
also,
you can't take what's not given. You know.
insurance, my guy. That shit is in my name.
It is.
Yeah.
Can I put
my
everybody-
ring was stolen.
Big Ken. Well,
Ring
what
was
you doing?
stolen.
What you doing?
Hold up. Let me give everybody a gem real quick. Anybody that's married, anybody that's engaged, if you are living with your soon-to-be spouse or your current spouse, do yourself a favor. Get your ring appraised. Get the ring appraised, right? That's the first thing that you do. When you get that appraisal, bring that and give that to your insurance company, because what they do not tell you is if your ring is lost, stolen, anything, they give you only a percentage of what that ring is worth. On top of that, the deductible comes out of the cost. So what you want to make sure you do, and again, I'm going to tell you, if your ring appreciates, meaning it gains value over the years, you have to make sure that you have an appraisal in hand and provided to your insurance company in advance,
Lockbox at
or
the
they're
bank.
only going to give you what you paid for that ring. If you got your ring at a 20-30% discount, and you know you bring it to get the appraisal, they're going to give you obviously the regular value of the ring, you're going to lose out. You're going to lose out. So
how long,
be mindful.
How long is the shelf
That is
life
a-
of an appraisal? 12 months?
No, it's a little bit longer, and it depends on the value of
The
gold
market-
going
the
The
up and down.
appraisal lasts as long as
As
until
the
you get the
gold
next
goes
one.
up,
Until you get the
your
next
next
one.
appraisal, correct. So if you know 5 years gold went up, and you got a gold ring, then you want to get a new appraisal because
Gotcha,
you're going to be
gotcha.
able to be like, okay, cool, it should have increased in value.
You wouldn't appraise it in a down market. That's
Correct.
all.
Correct.
No, I hear you. Cool.
Ken's right.
Got you.
Yes.
So,
Just
Ken,
But go ahead.
keeping it, you asking for it, Ken? What you doing?
Yeah.
I thought I read it.
Son of a bitch.
Like, you know,
chill.
I'd probably go into this situation hoping I'd get it back. Like,
So you're starting with doubt.
I mean, yeah, I'm probably already if I'm at the point where we're going to be breaking, yeah, I'm going to hope that I get it back on some generosity shit. Like, oh, yeah, well, you know what? Well, this didn't work out. Here you go. Thanks. Cool.
Yeah, fact.
But,
Big butt. No Kim K.
would I be inclined to ask for it?
That's what you have to ask for in order to get.
I mean,
the
yeah,
request.
no, in order to get it back, like, I don't know. That, like, you know,
Can't ask for it through an emoji text.
I remember.
Ring with a
all
question mark?
I remember being in a relationship and getting gifted like a 74-inch TV. When we broke up, when we were in the house and split up and blah blah, that shit stayed there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I left.
Hold
I
on,
left once.
hold
I
on,
left,
hold
I
on.
left the
By
couches. I
that
left
grin,
everything.
by that grin, the TV stood, but you left.
I did.
That's what it was. So he was gifted the TV, but you heard how he said it
Yep.
with
Yeah,
the grin.
it's the-
He was like, the TV stood, but my mailing address changed.
Yeah, like, my residential's different. So, like, nah, yeah.
Yeah. Respect.
You know,
Okay.
so, sometimes, like, you're in the middle of a breakup, you're like, hey,
Yeah.
you throw out little light
Depends
hints.
on the
You throw out light
severity of
hints,
the-
like,
of the
like it's
breakup.
Christmas and shit. Like, hey, like, I always wanted, like, to hopefully, maybe.
Because let's be honest,
Yo,
a lot of
that's
motherfuckers
wild.
break up knowing that they're gonna get back together.
but-
How long ago was that though with the 70-inch TV?
It was like years ago.
Years. So,
ago.
so it was pricey TV then.
It's a heavy one. That's why I
Nah,
stood
man,
there.
we talking about, like, Walmart, like, come up, like, super crazy.
Okay.
Oh, Black
because
Friday.
One of
I
those,
remember,
like, Black Friday, like,
I remember like
deals for, like, $200 on, like,
okay.
a fucking 74-inch. You're like, what the hell?
why not? Yeah. Because
Like,
I
I
remember
love you this
Maybe I
big.
do need that.
Like,
And she was like, baby, I love you this
can't
big.
even see the whole TV at once. Like, it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
you got to look at different parts of it. Like, you
Yeah.
can't play video.
Sections.
You play video games like you're trying to play, like, you getting sniped by the nigga in the corner.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, it
It's
was
like that
fun.
when I play on my
It's-
70-inch.
Yeah, it's like, all right, man, this is too much.
right. Yeah. No. That's,
Like
unpause that, man.
when I play on my 70-inch.
No. Unpause that. That's a flex. That's a flex,
Nah,
bro.
it's a lie.
I got one in my room. That shit
Wait,
bright as fuck.
You got one in your room.
A TV. It measures the diameter of 70 inches.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, my shit girthy.
What are you talking about?
Nah, man, I'm talking about
It's a
television.
thick TV. You still got one of them thick bezel TVs.
yeah, I got-
That's what you're
I
trying
got a
to.
Sony Bravia.
Yo,
what is wrong
that
with you?
shit is crazy. Yo. I thought I was the shit when I had moved out and I had my own place.
Yeah.
And I had like a 55-inch, the big tube with the big shit in the back.
In the back, yeah.
Oh man, but I thought I was it. Though.
You thought you was the man.
What? I called all my friends. Yo, we watching the game.
You know how hard it is to get rid of one of those?
Yes,
Bro.
terrible.
Yo,
Like, nobody wants
people at my job,
I
like
gave it
customers,
away. I gave
customers
mine
give
away.
them away. Like 3 people at my job got like tips as TVs. Like
Here,
TVs for tips.
here, you want this projection screen television? It's a 57-inch.
You want this 55-inch? You want this 60-inch?
Yeah,
It's
but
the
think
older
about
ones,
it.
like the thicker joint. It's still
Yeah.
flat screen. It's just,
Bro, heavy as fuck.
it's just mad heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended
They
up.
give them away, bro.
It's
I
just-
grabbed a box TV for Ben's video, Ben Ryder's video, and I can't even get the shit back to the owner. Like, I put a thing on Facebook like, yo, anybody got a TV? And Dre hit me up. Dre was like, yo, I got one. And I can't even get back to him. I was like, yo, I got your TV. He said, oh, whenever you good. Don't worry.
Hang on to it. You might need
No,
it again.
Don't worry about it.
That shit
Yeah,
is yours
that's
now.
Your
Yo,
TV.
Yo, you need a VCR?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man.
My
I
man was
can't
hitting
get
you
back
up
to him.
hard body, like, yo, I got one. Don't take nobody else's. Mine is in
know.
pristine condition.
Bro, you can't even put them shits out for the salvage people to
Yeah,
come and pick it up.
Nah. You have to literally take that to the dump your damn
Yeah,
self.
they-
Like
they're not picking that up.
they're like, it's a TV. Like, what kind? I'm like, projection. They're like, ugh.
Yeah.
I had a projection
They're
screen.
like,
remember the
they're like, even if
projection
it's a
screen we
tube.
had?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I know.
If
I
you still got
remember.
a tube TV in your house, they're like, nah, we don't fuck with
Facts.
you.
Nah, they don't want no parts of that, bro.
They're like,
Wow.
you can bring that to us. Like, I got a bike.
Yeah, we'll see you. Don't
Like-
don't come see us.
You're like,
We'll
I'm
see
just gonna
you.
put this on the curb. Like, well, good luck. Good luck.
What were you going to bring up before?
No, that's what's so sad. But I was going to talk about some of the things from the group chat, right?
That's what I'm
So
gonna say.
the first thing that was absolutely fucking nuts, right? Absolutely nuts.
Okay.
Is Widow, who authored grief book after the death of her husband,
Oh, word.
charged.
Word. It's a children's book, too.
Oh, I got it.
It's a children's book.
So the woman who authored, she literally wrote this book, a grief book, after the death of her husband, has been charged with his murder.
A grieving book for children.
Yes.
She wrote a children's book after she killed the motherfucker.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly
Bruh.
killed him.
She pulled a OJ. I ain't do it, but if I did, this is where I would have
Yeah,
did it.
that if I did was wild. That if I did was wild. So basically, this woman from Utah has now been charged with her husband's death. And she took a good time out of her days and months, weeks and months, to write this book so that their, people,
so that their
people in this
so that her
instance-
kids could grieve,
people in
and
this
then she made
instance
money off of it.
would be able to have something to relate to. And now she has since been charged with the husband's murder.
How long did she get away with this shit?
That's a great
At
question.
least long enough to get publishing.
Long enough to write the book and
Yeah,
publish it.
long enough for and get a book deal.
Oh,
I don't
my
think
goodness.
that's easy, right? You know?
Yes. Yeah, no,
Is
that's
it?
crazy.
I mean, they do seem
For
to
a
give
murder?
Them, no,
For
no, no.
murder?
They seem to give them away when it comes to audiobooks.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Her name is Corey Richens.
she looked like she made.
She's accused of poisoning her husband with a lethal
Over-
dose of
got a nice
fentanyl.
Yo, word. She hit him with the party boy.
And this is at their home in Kamaz, Utah, which is near Park City, Utah.
Which is also wild because he won a party boy.
Yeah. Yeah, so
What?
She like fentanyl. Like
Yeah,
there's
bro.
no reason for anybody to be like, unless you're like doing some sort of other thing that's cut with fentanyl, or you're just out there trying to do fentanyl.
No, or you are fucking
if
in
you're
hospice
doing
and you're
So-
dying.
Yeah,
Shit, they're
yeah.
giving
So
you
like all
fentanyl
the
for
same.
pain.
Yeah.
So-
So he
to-
wasn't.
to answer Freddie's question, around 3:30 a.m. on March 4th, 2022, Summit contacted
A little over a year.
Summit County Sheriff's deputies and EMS personnel responded to a report of an unresponsive man at the couple's home. First responders unsuccessfully tried to revive Eric Richens.
I bet you
It
that
was
first
6
year.
days after the latest alleged pill delivery. So she got deliveries from a fentanyl dealer, provided these from him, put these in her husband's drink and other eating
Aggressive. You ever see the
meals
amount of fentanyl it takes to kill somebody?
and killed him.
He had 5 times the legal dose.
Yeah, in his system. And what's crazy is that was not the first time that she met with that fentanyl dealer.
She's out here buying fentanyl.
So she-
bro? Who else she trying to kill?
She was trying to poison him for
She
a
was
long
she was
period
long
of time.
she was trying to do the long dose probably, and it wasn't working.
So it was from early
he's
February.
probably building an immunity to that shit.
So actually a month from
Probably
early
go eat and
February.
got fucking high.
until the
Every time I
beginning of
eat, I'm
March.
so stoned. I go to bed. I pass
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So she wrote this book called Are You With Me?
Is that a kid on the cover?
And
It's a children's book.
It's a
dog.
kid's book discussing basically the kid's perspective and the spirits of the dead
Put that
parent.
on the screen.
The spirits of the dead
Yo,
parent.
That's coming.
The spirits of the dead parent being able to interact with the kid to help him cope with the death of that parent. Wow. Yeah,
Does
man.
it say how old her kids are?
Yeah, no.
Like, are they
it
old
did
enough
not
to realize
say.
that their
I
mom
feel like
did
they're
that?
under 10
Yeah,
for like the book that she
The
wrote.
book looks like the kid is young.
Yeah.
But let's find out, man, because you could find anything.
I don't want to dig that deep into that.
Fred
Well, we're
asked.
gonna.
Fred
We're gonna-
asked,
We're
man.
gonna talk.
Fred asked. I'm gonna put kids in
I want to say
Google.
under 10.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
They probably won't have their ages up there.
They don't.
No,
they
I
don't
mean, I
have
was going to
anything.
say they're too
I'm looking
young,
through the
bro.
second
They're
one.
saying
They're
not-
under
yeah.
17. It's not going to show anything. So
Yeah, I'm looking through the second article. It doesn't say anything about
they're
the
gonna.
kids'
It's
ages.
for their own protection.
Yeah, I get that. But basically, these kids are now orphans
Basically,
Facts.
to the point where mom is going to jail for murder.
Well, not orphans.
Orphans
no,
because one
they're
is
not.
alive,
No. They're
but-
not orphans. They're wards of the state.
Right. One is alive, right? but they're going to be
Wards
treated
of the
They're
state.
going to be treated like orphans because they don't have parents.
They're going to be fostered.
No, stop.
Foster-
Unless they become a success story and become millionaires, the word orphans won't be used because then we need more pity and more sympathy for these kids to grow
They're
up.
not
Lord.
orphans
Whoa,
until
whoa,
your
whoa,
parents
whoa.
are dead.
pass away. Is that the legal?
That's like how it's defined. Like there's
Mentally, think about it. Your mom killed your
Nah,
dad.
man, I'ma come-
they're
I
I
both
was going
gone.
this way. Which one of them was going to be fucked
They
in the head
have
forever?
3 kids. I
That's
know.
like trying to decipher, well, he was a bastard child. Like,
Mm.
you're going to sit there and try to figure out whether or not his fucking mother and father were married at the time of fucking conception and all that other shit. Like, come on now.
So I do have a little bit of answers for you, Freddie.
Uh-oh.
They have 3 young boys. 3 young boys that now are.
Check the interviews. They're all on NBC and all
Yeah.
the other stuff. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of.
So this is a wild situation, and I think a lot of times this goes back to some of the things we were talking about earlier about like if you're gonna go get a ring from the woman that you broke up with, and I think in these instances, man, ultimately, folks need to take a second,
Are we mixing 2 stories?
reflect,
Sir.
we reflect, and leave. Yo, you don't have to kill your spouse.
Man.
There's alternative options to murder and
Not
death.
if I put in the building blocks in the first place with these life insurance plans and shit.
Yo, listen. All jokes aside. When it comes to this relationship and the whole dynamic of when you with somebody,
Yeah.
you really don't know, bro. Like you.
What do you
your
mean?
phone down.
No, because I was about to pull up a story. The
What do you
same
mean?
thing.
What do you
right?
mean?
Because there was this story that my girl just showed me not too long ago. Of I forgot what state she in. I want to say Florida because they do some bugged out
Facts.
shit out there.
Yeah. Florida man.
But the one that
Florida be different.
that the lady killed the 6-year-old little girl and drove to the biological mother's house and left the little girl in front of the mother's house. Did y'all not see
Wait,
or hear
what?
about that?
God. What?
Did y'all not see that?
A
Or
child
hear
was
about-
murdered
Okay.
and brought to the biological, so the stepmother.
Not even the girlfriend. The dad's girlfriend killed the 6-year-old little girl and chopped her into pieces. And you see her on the camera strolling her in like a little wagon, a little radio flyer wagon. But inside the wagon is a box, and the little girl's in the box.
What?
And she leaves the box in front of the mom's house.
That's some shit right out of fucking 7.
It's a fucking Tarantino movie, bro.
Nah,
Facts.
man, that's 7.
So
that's 7.
So this is what
Like,
so this
right
is what
there.
I'm saying. Like, we say funny shit all the time. Oh, crazy bitch, crazy motherfucker, this, that, and the third. But yo, nowadays, you really got to take your time. And once you see what people say is a cliche, a red flag, but you got to ask like simple questions like, hey, how many brothers and sisters you have? Oh, yeah? Where are they?
Yeah, but how many people open up with that right away?
But you got to ask, like, yo, listen, an older person told me that was married for many, many years, told me one time.
Ask questions.
You need to have almost like an open interview periodically through your dating period to see what you're really getting yourself into.
Right.
Because you can't just full-blown come out the door.
This
just
dating period is the open interview.
Yeah, no. But what I'm trying to say is this. Remember, this is what I'm trying to say is you just can't come out the door asking 10, 15 questions. You're going to blow that person away. So as you getting to know this person, you feel more comfortable. You feel like you can go a little deeper with the question. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she said, don't ever feel.
The premise for Think Like a Man, too.
Don't ever feel like it's not too deep to ask the question, because then that question you never asked will be the reason why 5, 10 years, 15 years from later, you're like, damn, if I would have known this, if I would have had known this, I would have done this.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that, everybody's bad, but you got to kind of know where they're coming from, what they've been through a little bit. A little bit.
A little bit, a lot.
A lot of it.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of it. A lot of it. I get you there, Sos. I get you. I think that it's very I'm real shit. I think that it's very important. We'll go there, but I think it's really important to know, like, first off, what you as a person, what you like to do, what your goals are, what your plans are, and then see if the person that you're courting, see if the person that you're dealing with, dating, whatever y'all want to call it, see if that person lines up with what you have going on and what you plan to do in the future. You don't want to have somebody around that, I don't know, you like sports and on Sundays they're pissed off.
Favorite color's blue.
They're pissed off that you're watching football on Sundays. You know what I mean? You don't want to have somebody that, you do, I don't know, fucking podcasts, and they're mad that you're doing podcasts.
So
you don't want to have any of these situations happen, and later on, have to have these arguments down the line, man. It isn't worth it, and that's why it's very important for you to have those conversations in advance, for sure.
Interject,
please.
Beyond the conversation of likes, dislikes, and how am I not gonna piss you off in the long run of our relationship, mental health is an entirely different subject. And I think that what we're discussing right now is mental health rather than compatibility. Because I'm compatible. Well, because you can be compatible with crazy people.
Facts.
Understood. But at the same time.
But at the same time, if you're not having a mental health discussion and you're talking about your likes and your dislikes and your pet peeves and your bullshit, we're talking about small talk. We're going to really break down to it, and that's not mental health.
How can that roll into mental health then, Ken? Help me understand that.
Literal asking questions like, "Hey, do you go to therapy? Have you ever before real shit?" Because that came into one of my last that's my last relationship. Like, hey, so you into therapy? Because there was a lot of baggage and bullshit and a lot of other stuff that I was dealing with that it didn't necessarily seem like it was from our own relationship. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you think that
the thing is that mental health is not something that's just going to show itself on its surface, and you can talk around it. There's a lot of people who can fucking put up a very great game without actually having to be without actually put in the work.
Yeah. I can dig that. I think that I can see
drag me
where that no.
It's not even a drag me. Chill, Jeff.
But see, to just piggyback a little bit on what you said. You said it's all surface. You don't really get to see it till later on.
Well, a lot of things are surface, but you have to deal with a person in the long run and
to see what it really is in depth
and in a deep level.
Yeah,
and
of course,
sometimes it has to be within an extended period of time because if you're doing that, when one stays over this night, then we go about our separate ways, blah 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 blah. Then the next night is it's a relationship, yes. But you're not seeing all the things that can possibly come about. I'll never think my last girl farted in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
I mean, I'm not sitting here and trying to sit there and speculate on why. Yes or
I'm just
no.
asking.
Would it bother you if she did or she didn't?
No, I'm not saying it
That's
would.
where I was going.
No, not at all. But the thing is, like, it's a level of, like...
Do you think it's her mentally saying that she shouldn't do it around you because she thinks that that's gross in your mind, maybe?
It's a natural body function.
Okay.
Right. I agree.
I feel the same way. But
And
piggyback
women
on
are not aware of what they do
time.
in their sleep either.
Yeah.
Yep.
Facts.
Yo, listen, you are at your most vulnerable state.
Chill.
One more time for the people in the back.
Listen,
The crop dusting is crazy.
Yo, listen, man.
Yo, why is my leg hot, bro? I didn't do that.
Steamy.
I look over at this bitch, she's smiling too.
Not even smiling, just in the best sleep of her life.
Yo,
Just
what?
chilling.
Yo, you're mad vulnerable when you're asleep. So listen,
But I'm just saying, like, it's like little things. It's like,
Right.
intimacy is built over time, and within getting to know a person, I know people who are quote unquote mentally stable in relationships with people who are quote unquote not.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
they balance each other out. You think they balance each other out?
It's something you have to confront, talk about, deal with, and work through.
So basically, what Ken is saying is he knows men that are stable with unstable women.
No, I did not even say that either.
I did. Well, then I did.
You're implying. No, you're implying.
No, I'm telling you that I said it then.
Okay, then.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's the route you're going.
Yes.
But like,
Yes.
nah,
because no men need therapy. Ever.
I say it all the time.
What you mean? No man in therapy?
Set it up here.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. We don't talk to nobody. You just grow old and die.
Yeah.
Yo, listen,
Bottle it all up.
listen.
I'm
the Nutso
shit.
Bunch's
I
opinions are their own.
I've never gone to therapy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not
I've
gonna
done
say
it.
I want it. I
Yeah.
don't need it. I want it. Whatever I'm saying. But I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna be somewhat beneficial to get a third opinion from get a second
course.
opinion.
It's not a third opinion.
not third.
It's a
professional,
unbiased opinion.
professional opinion. But sometimes I know some professional individuals who are very smart, very book smart, very by the book, and I feel that sometimes the not the human element is lost in it.
Yep.
But
It's too programmatic.
But it's almost too structured in a form that there is no. They say, life is life and things happen or whatnot, and you have obstacles and hurdles you might have to overcome. But when you say that in the same breath that you're also trying to and put in your job, your structure of like what you know from what you've read, some people don't bend. You got to bend a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to give a little bit from this, a little bit of that.
I think that once again we're talking about two completely different animals right now. Mental health and bending and compromise within a relationship, not the same thing.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm just saying is it might not be the same thing. But as far
We're
as
talking about somebody killing a goddamn baby, chopping them up, and putting them on somebody else's goddamn porch. Let's bring this back to where we started for this conversation.
Let's start with the lady that drugged her boyfriend. Tried to slow dose him over a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? And make it look like he was an addict.
She tried, and then it didn't work, and then she just fucking hit him with the whammy.
So what I'm trying to say, back to the mental health aspect of it, she was off balance, and the bitch that chopped up the baby was off balance. And like you said, there's been relationships, whether male or female, one is good and one is not.
I'm not trying to place any sex within this. I'm male nor female.
I just said that. What, male or female or male.
Yep.
Either one. But there's either one crazy and one calm, or one calm and one crazy. So there's a balance. So, like they say, opposites attract, right?
Right.
So, and you say, for surface, you may take it for face value. Oh, this is not too much. It's not too much. I could probably adjust to it. I could get to figure it out or make it work for the both of us because we love each other, right? But when does it really come up?
Yeah.
Like the bubbles in the soda she's going to kill you.
That's what I'm going to give you. I feel like the first year.
When you going to see that?
I think you feel that vibe, dog.
I don't know about kill you, right?
No. That's there.
Where does she show you that?
That's there.
It's there. Come up like the bubbles. When did
Bubbles
they come
in
up like
the
the
soda?
bubbles in the soda?
that's where you lost him. Like, you were like,
Freddie was gone.
Where did she?
My thing is like,
no. I like the whole idea, the euphemism. That was a good one. Like bang bang.
Like, where does it come up? Like, where do you
start to
physically be
notice
like,
that?
Damn, this
Dog,
might
there's
not be the one.
there's a lot of telltale signs that tell you that somebody might be willing to commit.
But we all sometimes, sorry to cut you off, male or female or male. Like I
want
said,
to look
we
past it because the sex is
oh,
good.
we could call it many different things. We could go through many different things, but it all comes down to one thing, which most people say: I love them, I care a lot about them, I want to be with them. Right? So you not make up these excuses, but you make up these things that like, okay, I'm gonna try again, I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah.
Keep trying, like,
At
what with the
time,
same person?
At what time did that person not see that this person's crazy?
Some people also like crazy. They like to be attached to crazy.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna stop saying crazy too. They like drama.
Different.
They like drama. Some people prescribe to drama. Some people
Can't
like to be
function
fixers.
without it.
Some people think that they are the ones who could take something and be the one to
Fix it.
fix the
I'ma say
entire
it.
situation.
You women think you can change a man.
Dude, I've seen dudes do it.
Yeah, I've seen
we
dudes
all
do it.
we all heard that. We all heard the
Can't
adage.
make a whole housewife.
Hey, man.
You can know everything
man.
about somebody's past, and you feel like I always say chicks have egos.
Yeah.
Like that's their ego. Oh no,
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
gonna be the one that.
I can do this.
Yep, I'm
can
gonna
do
be the
this.
one that he settles down. with.
We all want to love the idea that we can be the evolved one in a lot of the situations
Yeah,
out there.
uh-huh.
But the thing is that until you're faced with that situation, I don't think that you can actually like speak on it in most parts. Like even with the ring, like how am I gonna act with the ring? I'm gonna hope I get that bitch back. Like go.
The
That
girl or
key
the ring?
word that you said though, that key word, that was a key
I'm
word in
talking
what
about
you
the
said
ring
though.
because now at this point, like
Yeah.
Before he
I
got
get
to the
it.
ring though, the key word that he said was evolve though.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That guy that got killed by his girl.
Oh, no, what the fuck? So we didn't even talk about it. Oh, no, you're talking about the wife.
no.
wife.
We're still talking about the same
right, cool.
stories.
At what point?
You got another one?
Yo,
What? No.
Three
Don't
kids,
give me another one of those.
Three kids.
within 3 kids.
Yep.
We gotta shut your bike off.
There was a lot of pregnancies. There was a lot going on. A lot of hormonal interaction. A lot of shit going on. She was raging at some point or another.
Yeah.
I don't want to speculate,
Right.
but I'm pretty sure she was like, "I will kill you, motherfucker."
Motherfucker, you want to die? I saw your ass.
So
He took that joke too
Lightly?
no, a lot of people do.
Yeah,
lightly.
man.
A lot of people do.
So you got to
And
really.
she meant to
No,
that face value.
there's a look in something.
You gotta
There's
really-
listen. I haven't worked in the mental health community far too long in my lifetime to sit there and be
Gotta
like,
know.
you know what? They're not playing. They're cool. They're not going to really sit there and stab me. They say they're going to do it. They're going to do it, fam.
This reminds me of that. What was it? The judge episode?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yo.
That court shit. With the security guard, he's like, "Brother, you don't look happy." He's like, "I'm very happy." He's like, "You look like you might do something."
Did
or
you
something
see
like
the-
that?
Yeah.
And he ended up
And then
killing his
he
wife.
ended up
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see the guy on Family Feud? Same situation, same
Yeah.
scenario.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like very close scenario. It was like, it's like, what is one of the things that you lied to your wife about? And it pops up. He's like, "I'm sorry, honey." He's like, or lied to you on the wedding day. He's like, "Sorry, honey, but I love you." And like it's like pops up like later on this man like so many days later like they do whatever little soliloquy to get you the next part and bang. Soliloquy is
Literally,
wrong,
bang.
definitely.
Hold on.
But like
He never loved her.
so
He said you lied on your wedding day that I love you.
he said I love you and then he murdered her.
Yeah.
Wow. I think so. Things that I learned. Things that I've learned. Things that I've learned. I'm going to tell you.
I don't mean to laugh right now at the situation.
No,
but
no,
your
no, it's
face
wild.
is just
I get
like,
it.
God.
I
That's
get
a
it.
plot twist.
Listen.
If
things
I
that
don't
I've
love
learned.
you couldn't go.
He
Things that
said
I've-
straight up, "I don't love you, murder." Like yeah.
So people stay for comfort. People ultimately stay because they're comfortable in a situation. And someone might be helping with bills.
Bro.
Someone might be helping with cooking and they don't want to cook. Someone might be helping with cleaning and they don't want to clean. There's a bunch of different things that allow people to stay in a situation. I think that ultimately, like, at the end of the day, you're in charge of your own happiness. You're in charge of what fucking makes you tick and turns you off from someone, and you're in charge of what fucking makes you like want to be with someone and stick with them, right?
Yep.
So, if you're around somebody who is not supportive of what you're doing, you're around somebody who is overly supportive of what you're doing and like to the point where it's suffocating you and it's too much. You need to like be in tune with yourself in these situations. You need to be in tune with yourself in these situations so you know when it's time for you to tap the fuck out.
You could also be suffocated with support.
You can. There's that's the other side of it, right? Someone who's not supportive and someone w's too supportive.
Over supportive.
That's what I said, right?
You just said, yeah.
So you want to make sure that like you know what your own limits are, so that when they're not necessarily red flags for everybody, but for you, your own specific red flags.
Know your limits.
When those things pop up for you, you got to know when to bow out. Yep. You got to know when to take a step back and be like, yo, is this something we can fix? We can talk through and work out? Can we go to therapy together and figure out why you feel the way you do and I feel the way I do? Or is it beyond that and it's something that's not working out for you? You have to do that. And it don't matter where you are in your relationship. You can be dating somebody for 6 months. You can be dating somebody for 20 fucking years.
Facts.
Look at Caitlyn Jenner. Realized one day that, you know what? The best option for her was to motherfucking turn into a woman. Change their sex into a woman. She no longer... No, we keeping it a buck, are we not?
Yeah, keep going.
Are we not keeping it a buck, yo?
Not Caitlyn wasn't.
Are we not?
Are you okay, Sos?
Sos got pissed off. But we're keeping it a buck, bro. Yo, if you wake up one day
Caitlyn
and the situation that you were in for all these years is no longer working for you, guess what? You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your own.
Bro, that Wheaties money ran up. That Wheaties money ran out. He saw the checks that they was getting. He wanted tits.
Bro, I'm in the kitchen. Let me chef.
Chef it up, Russ.
Listen, yo, if you are not comfortable, you are no longer happy, you are no longer engaged in your situation, you need to be real with yourself. Yo, stop fucking letting other people dictate. Stop letting social media dictate. Stop letting your friends, your family dictate what works for you and what doesn't. You're only in charge of your own happiness.
Facts.
Only you.
Absolutely.
You the only one that can do that.
You want a hug, bro?
If I'm not happy, I'd be out.
You want a hug, bro?
I'm still here. I'm not out.
Are you happy? I'll give you a hug, bro.
I'm here.
I'll make you happy, bro.
I'm here.
I'll give you a hug, bro.
This ain't for me.
I don't know, bro.
Shit, you on a therapy episode? I'll start talking some shit.
I don't know. I don't want to come down here 20 years later and his mother got high heels on.
I'll start talking some personal shit.
So to lead in off of what you just talked about.
No, we're talking about relationships and how the shit is not working in mental health. I'm trying to help people understand before it gets to that point where you want to kill your spouse.
Bro, you don't
where you want to set yourself up for failure. Where you want to
therapy. That's why you said men don't need therapy. That's therapy right there.
As after saying something like, you don't do therapy and all that other shit, and you don't like
who?
So
said that.
No, you said men don't do therapy.
Oh no, I'm just talking shit because
that's
the me and Fred little joke.
No,
that's not
so all at the same time. Yeah, no. There's
no.
Like
that's our little inside thing we say.
There's ways through all this. And people need to just really have a mental health check. Yeah. But all at the same time, to piggyback off the idea of, fidelity and great things like that. Y'all hear about everyone's boy, Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods, y'all. It made everybody try to pick up at least one golf club.
Yeah, but Tiger Woods is not married currently, right?
Whoa. So, no, he is not.
Run it up. Tiger
Woods is currently involved in a lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend.
Never his wife.
So she was a former employee of one of his restaurants, and he decided to enter a relationship with her. Within that, he had an NDA.
NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement. Yes.
Within that, I don't know if anybody knows, but in the past year, there has been a law that's been invoked that says NDAs between...
And what state?
The entire
U.S.?
United States of America.
In the United States.
This is a federal law.
Yep.
That NDAs between employees and their bosses are null and void.
Wow.
Yeah, 'cause that's like sexual harassment work.
It's like the way to avoid sexual harassment lawsuits because you're going to just treat this person that you possibly, like shit. You're gonna put them on a pedestal. You're gonna fucking kick them off at some point. Yep. Like so. While they were going through some situation, trials, tribulations, and trauma within their own probably relationship, maybe even attending couples therapy. Who knows?
Speaking of therapy,
well, so
this is fucking wild.
Yo, it's wild.
So wild.
So he broke up with her by saying basically, "Hey, come meet us at the airport. We're going to the Bahamas or whatever other Caribbean destination where it's going to be super fly, pack light but pack heavy. I don't know.
Yep.
And had like the houseman or whoever it was, head of security, I don't know who, maybe the caddy, deliver the news that she is no longer invited to the household." Bruh. And she...
Bruh.
Are you
catching that?
He
told her, meet me at the airport.
Meet me at the airport. We're going on vacation.
Go ahead, Fred.
And never showed, had his driver or whoever tell her, like, listen,
leave her at the airport.
Leave her at the airport. We ain't going anywhere. And she can't come back to the crib.
Cold-blooded.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You don't got to go back. You just packed heavy.
He wanted her out the house.
Or light.
He wanted her out the house.
We'll send you the rest.
He wanted her out the house without any confrontation, without any problem.
Any friction.
No smoke. He was like, I got this. I'm going to gas you up. 93 unleaded, baby. Let's go.
Nah, you went for that high test, like that racing shit.
That purple shit. That purple shit.
High octane.
You know what I'm saying? So he told her, listen, I got you. We're going to go over here, XYZ. ABC. 1, 2, 3. Tagger, would y'all?
It's all good, Joe.
Shit, that man pulled a fast one.
So all the same. So now she's suing him.
Wow.
Hey, for what?
NDA.
Emotional distress?
Harassment, sexual harassment, like a lot of different things that I saw, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to list them all because it's all from memory.
Tiger was a bad motherfucker until he got caught, man.
Listen.
Everybody's a bad motherfucker until they get caught.
Word.
No, but
everybody was badass until all of a sudden they got their downfall story.
Hey, let's keep it real. Let's keep it player though. He was married and he had mad hoes, right?
He did.
So why not now that you don't have
worst fucking stable ever? But that's okay.
It don't matter what he had.
Ultimately,
he had it.
His stable is trash.
Hey.
Don't matter.
At the end of the night, he was drinking beer goggles. It was cool, whatever. He had them. He was
an alcoholic too at the time.
He drank like a motherfucker. Tiger drank. So what I'm saying is this: why now that you don't have to hide it from nobody? Fuck all these women and start winning some majors again, bro. Because you was the man when you was hiding it, right? Yeah. So you got to have like a double life to be good.
He's not the same Tiger.
Some people do.
No, I know his body's breaking down. His knees are bad. His hips is this, is that. You know, whatever.
But not only that. Like I feel like some people have that. Like it gives you an edge.
Excitement,
it gives you an
adrenaline,
edge.
The adrenaline from everything,
and you build off that.
Man, going on the 18th tee box, like
for sure.
This bitch and nobody's gonna know about it later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all pumped up.
Agreed.
Confidence, I guess.
Yeah.
You call it confidence?
Why not?
We call it cocky.
Yeah, I just say, yeah.
You call it cocky, I call it stinky. Apeta. Está cagado, nigga.
You call it cocky, I call it penis. Okay, let's go.
Whoa.
I'm just serious.
Hey, on that note,
I'm drinking brown.
We're I'm not.
Let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. So what's been
saying? The brown's gonna get you in the
let's get into it. What's been going on with you, Wes? How you feeling, dog? You've been in a fog to start off the day. You drinking brown liquor.
You definitely turned it around, though.
No, I'm actually cool.
Yeah, you feel like you
You made really.
I'm cool.
You made really stiff pork chops.
I was on the edge. I had some, some personal things going on that didn't allow me to be in my normal mood. But I feel like myself right now.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Podcast save lives.
Why he try to play you, bro?
I mean,
You said you made hockey.
Yo,
puck.
I'm trying to figure out why this has always been uneven. The table ain't.
Doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me. Not at all. What are you watching?
I'm checking some scores.
What's the score of the game, Sos?
Hey, y'all want to
hold up. You ready? Let's set it up. Let's set it up properly. No. Streaking with Sos.
No, it's hot streaks with Sos.
Hot streaks with Sos. I thought it was streaking with Sos.
I ain't going streaking with this motherfucker.
Whoa. So we'll do this. Hot streaking with Sos.
All right, so I'm going to run it down to you real quick. I got a little something for y'all.
So give the people what they want to know. They want to know what's going on this weekend. What are you voting? What are you betting on? And what do you think is like an easy money for them for this weekend?
And also, let me begin with, just to be clear, we do not condone any gambling of any sort by the Nutso Bunch. If you want to take any advice given by Sos, this is of your own demeanor.
Your own merit.
You are not doing this by any advice of us. Yes. This is something that you heard, you felt influenced by, and you thought it'd be a good idea. But by no means are we handicappers.
No, not at all.
Not.
Go right ahead. What you got?
So within the last week, it was a real roller coaster, a little bit up and down. Won a little bit of money, gave a little bit back as a donation. But for the most part, we stayed a little positive.
Let's start with a stumble. Where did you stumble? Where did you think it was a good play for you? But
what were the L's?
What was the L for you?
I'm gonna run down the L's.
Let's talk about
those are the ones that hurt. So we're gonna remember those.
Of course they do.
Let's talk about it.
Wait. Can I ask?
You're gonna ask?
Were you over? Were you 50? Were you how'd you
50-50?
go? 50-50? Like
right,
what was the over?
All right, so
were you bigger on the wins? That's all.
I started the week off at about 19 units. That's about $1,900.
Okay.
And then I went down to about $800.
Yep. And so you lost about $1,100.
And then currently, right now, I'm at like $1,500 with a couple bets plunging.
Okay. So you came up a little bit back.
Yeah, I came back. It's always a seesaw.
Right.
So
what's one thing that you feel like was like a fucking you can't miss that just happened to be a slip? A stumble.
Okay, so the one thing that I really want to let y'all know is that I really like when boxing comes on.
Boxing, okay.
Boxing, because it's
so you prefer
like
these weekends, Saturdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Yeah, those are good. Good things for you.
I had Canelo fighting not too
last
long
weekend,
ago, and he was a minus 1,800.
Cinco.
I didn't even know he was fighting last week.
So if anybody knows anything about gambling,
minus what?
1,800.
So to win $100, you had to bet 18.
Yes.
Jesus Lord,
because he was such a favorite.
Yep, that's crazy. So to win $100, you have to bet $1,800.
Why would anybody even do
the whole week, the whole entire week, I was looking at the line.
So let me tell you, he said, "Why would somebody do that?" You know what folks do in those? They don't bet $1,800. They bet like $100K.
Yeah,
that's how big of an underdog. I should say, that's how big
favorite.
A favorite.
You're still making less than what you bet.
18,000.
Yeah, make
about
18.
So
exactly.
So. All week leading into the boxing, leading up to the fight last week, I was looking at the decision. I really saw a lot of value in the decision because at $1,800,
$1,800,
yeah, at $1,800,
right?
it's like in boxing is you get a punch, he's out, you're done. You know what I mean?
Yep. So if you bet the decision, what was that?
The odds were beginning of the week last week. They were a minus 300. I mean, a plus 300, meaning you put 100.
You put 100, you can win 300.
Yep.
Okay, if it goes decision.
If it goes to decision.
Fight night, when it came up
so they assumed Canelo was going to knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't going to go to distance.
So the only way that you would have won is if this shit went to a decision. Correct?
The bet I was looking into.
The bet you were looking into.
Because it was plus 300.
Plus
so
300.
I saw a good value in that.
Yes. Yep.
Fight
I
night
bet 100,
came up.
I get 300.
Yeah,
Fight night came up. That plus 300 dropped to a minus 165 now.
So now you got to put
So now they're thinking that it might not go the distance.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But in all reality, the fight went the distance. Canelo still won.
Doesn't that
not the
mean,
distance. Not the distance. He beat him in like the 8th or 9th.
But doesn't that typically mean
TKO,
yeah. So
like
when
the
you
fight was stopped.
So what that basically goes to show is, right, the entire week
a lot of people have bet that.
They give you a perspective. They give you a line. They give you what they feel is what's fair.
No, real quick. You said the shit dropped to 165. Now, if you place the bet when it's plus 300, does it go down for you?
No, your bet doesn't null and void.
Okay.
No.
So you're still valued at what you value for your bet.
Original,
Gotcha.
yep.
But you as a gambler now know
You're locked in at that amount basically
bet
when you
most
did it.
likely that I just made, that's a plus 300.
It's an L.
It's a loss.
Mostly going to take an L because they just put a new bet out. They put the new odds out.
They updated the odds. Yep.
And do you have time to change your bet after you already made it? Okay.
Yes.
How long?
Once you make it, I don't know if you have chance to go back into it to change it. I really don't know because once you lock it in, you lock it in. Some websites, some sites may have that option. Some sites may not have that option. Some sports books may offer that in Vegas, and some may not.
So when an instance like that happens, do you double bet? Like, do you be like, all right, damn, I messed up. Maybe I want to take this now.
So that's happened to me in the past, and it's worked in my favor, and it worked against me.
Okay.
So
you could lose double.
So sometimes, just like the lotto tickets, if you go to the supermarket, if you go anywhere to the gas station, and somebody gives you a ticket and it's not the numbers you want, you're not going to be like, oh, destroy it or whatever. You'll be like, that might be the winner. You're going to take it regardless. You see what I'm saying? So same shit. But the fight was really good, and I thought that was a good bet, especially when it dropped to 165. I was like, shit, this looks better than the 300. It looks like it might go somewhere. But something told me don't fuck with it, and he beat him in the 8th round. And that was that was the 6th. That was Saturday. And then Sunday, in gambling, we use this term a lot. I got my nuts kicked in.
Yep.
Yeah, I got my nuts kicked in.
You did.
I took Philly to win the game, and then Boston came back, and I put a nice amount of money on
gamble on shit you know is scripted.
Well, hey, what the fuck? We watch a movie, right? We know how it's going to end. We still watch it. So...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I took Philly for a good amount, and they lost because I took Philly money line, and then Boston came back, and then James Harden hit a buzzer beater, and I lost double.
Damn.
So
yeah, he hit a
buzzer beater,
a clutch.
Yeah,
it wasn't a buzzer beater.
Yeah.
It was a fucking clutch
in my pocket.
Balling.
Yeah, it did.
James Harden had the game of his life last night.
He had a game winner.
Yeah, and then I started gambling Sunday, and I was chasing my money, so I started losing, but. You know, this week right now, I like the Lakers to win the series against Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals to make it to the finals against Denver. And in the Eastern Conference, I still like Boston, even though it's tough going against Philly. But Game 7 in Boston, I think they have a shot, a big shot, the way Philly just played back home. So I'm thinking another Boston, LA. I think that's how the NBA wants it scripted. There's not really going to be too much hoopla if, let's say, the Heat make it again. If it does not Boston, it's the Knicks.
Okay.
So it's definitely LA out the West.
I would like to see the Knicks.
It's Boston out the West, but I don't think the Knicks are going to do it. I don't think the Knicks have anything in it. I think it's going to be either Philly and Boston, but I would like the Knicks, but I don't think they have enough to beat Miami tonight. They're losing right now.
You just said it's either Philly or Boston. Like that's really easy to say.
Because Philly. No, it's out of those two that play each other. I think one of the because if Philly wins, they have to play the winner of New York and Miami. I think they beat either one of those teams. And if Boston beats Philly in Game 7, I think they could have a chance to beat either Miami or New York either way. Okay. So the winner of that series, I feel, is going to play the Lakers in the championship, and I think the Lakers are going to win it. So if y'all like it, y'all like it. If y'all don't, y'all don't. Hey, cry, wipe your tears with me when I lose my money too.
On
that note, that's all we got. Yeah, man, it's that time. I think that we're gonna lean towards probably trying to do a live show next week,
just for ha-has.
Sometime in between 7:30 and 8 p.m.
Yeah,
that means y'all have to tune in.
You have to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will be noted, you will be alerted, you will be made aware of when the show is live. Y'all cool with that?
Hey, I'm gonna make it my job to get here on time next week.
Sosa's gonna get fired. All right, Freddie.
What?
I was gonna say that does not speak well in your favor.
He said he's gonna make it his job to be here on time. I said Sosa's gonna get fired. All right.
You got fired on your day off, Craig.
If we talking about jobs here,
I ain't gotta tell me about being on time.
You were still in boxes.
Look at.
You were still in boxes, Craig.
That's Smokey. That's Smokey.
I
know. Fred, any final thoughts?
No,
Jerry.
Where we going tonight, Fred?
I think it's about stepping out, man. I don't know.
Take your ass home.
Your facts.
I'm going home to watch the Laker game.
I'm going home. Next week, we will be turning up for the one and only Fox's B-Day.
No, we won't.
You ain't turning up?
I got the wedding.
You'll be back. You said you're going to try to make it back.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you'll be back. So what you doing next weekend? Saturday.
I like to have fun.
We turning up for Fox's birthday.
Any day that ends with Y is a good time for me.
Fox, that day ends in a Y, Fox. We pulling up on you next weekend. I'm going to make sure Freddie's back. I'm going to give him some fucking extra gas money to be able to put 93 in so he can go fast.
High octane,
baby. Let's go.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, man. And next week, we're going to go live again. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube page. Make sure that you drop a comment. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up on the videos that you see. And also make sure you rate us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, or anywhere that you listen to your podcast at. We have actually upgraded. And now when you look at Spotify, the video pops up.
Right away.
Right away. No longer just audio. So we're doing things to, make y'all, y'all in the gang.
We're trying to look more professional, you know what I'm saying?
Professional.
We got cameras. We got new cameras and shit.
Yeah. We're trying.
We're doing things to make it, a little better. We're gonna update. We're gonna update the desk tomorrow. Ken's gonna stop bothering me talking shit because I can't meet up with him because I got kids.
Tell the truth, Ken.
I got kids.
Tell her how it goes,
He
Ken.
comes up with a new reason every day. I got a podcast for a football podcast.
I got a football podcast in the goddamn spring. I got
is that a lie? I record on Mondays with the Nutso, with the Nitty Gritty Niner crew. Shout out to them. Big shout out to them.
They could have profited from a new table too.
Was it one of them's birthday? No. Something like that.
No. Wayne's?
No, it was a homegirl.
Oh, Peachy's birthday was yes.
Yeah, it was.
Past. Yeah. Shout out Peachy, my sis. Shout out to you. Yeah. 49ers. We're playing the Eagles this year. And Philly.
Man, y'all ain't coming to Lincoln. Y'all ain't coming to Lincoln.
We playing somebody local first game, aren't we? No.
It don't matter. Y'all not going to Lincoln.
Washington or something like that.
Y'all playing the NFC East this year. Y'all play the NFC East this year.
Yeah,
whole division.
Yeah, but the Giants we playing.
We playing there.
We're playing in.
Y'all coming to Lincoln. We going?
We play in Philly and we play in DC.
We going?
DC, yeah.
We going?
Unfortunately.
We going?
I don't know if I'm going to Philly, bro.
I ain't going to Philly.
Yeah,
I think we got to go back to the podcast. We got to
chat. The fisticuffs,
Now hold on. I think we got to go back because I think I made a bet with y'all about that we was gonna have a better record than y'all last year. From $50 from you, Bill.
I did not enter
pull
that
it up.
bet.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
you guys.
We did it 2 years in a row.
I literally said I don't gamble.
2 years in a
Is
row.
it in the podcast?
I lost the year before.
If it's on the pod, I'll give you $50.
I lost the year before.
I don't think so.
I brought y'all bread. And then we said, let's run it back the next year.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, we did. It's all right.
Nah, that's aggressive.
It is aggressive. Y'all lost.
I don't remember getting any money.
You might have a problem.
It sounds accurate, though.
I know for a fact, at your wedding, I said that we was going to have a better record than the Niners and the Cowboys. Whoa. Time out. With Will and Bill. So Bill and Will, y'all owe me $50 each. That's $100. And it is real. It is accurate because I said it. I know it is. We got to go back a little bit.
Bro, if that's the case, I'll give you $50. Pull it up. Let me see it.
Just keep the 50, right? Freddie's 50 and Bill's 50, right?
Nah, I'm paying my bets.
And buy his ticket.
And buy my ticket.
Lannister always pays his debts. If you can find that, pull it up. I'll give you $50. I swear.
Facts.
I don't remember ever saying
You're a
that,
Hayward fam. That ain't even a good goddamn thing to say.
I'm Hayward's always paid a debt.
Listen.
He's like a Lannister always pays his debts.
What camera's looking at me right now?
I'm asking for money.
Put the camera on Sos.
Hey, yo, which camera's on me right now?
Put the camera on Sos.
The middle one. All right, so listen here, yo, listen.
Right there.
The first season that we made this bet, right?
Yep.
They
beat
me. Meaning,
he paid.
1, 2,
he
3,
paid his money.
I paid my money.
I think it was only me and Bill, though. I don't think Fred got it.
Fred got his, too.
No. I don't think he did.
Yeah,
I think it was me and Bill.
No, I definitely got that 50.
I was getting the text messages because, trust me, I was going to bring that shit in pennies.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was going to bring y'all all $50 in pennies.
Okay.
But we never ran no shit back, dog.
I don't remember running it back either.
So I told y'all that we're going to do better than y'all the following year. And y'all was like, all right, let's do it again.
I definitely
so
remember that.
I'm going to try to go through the archives and find it.
In the early season, right before the season.
Right before the season.
Yep.
Right?
in September or August.
Yeah, right
It's
around
got to
there.
be August, September.
Right?
Yep.
Or before the last football season just finished, because right around then, y'all was talking more shit because that's when I had to pay y'all.
we would have talked about it right before the season came up. For
Tell
sure.
me why you mad, son. Tell you why you mad.
I'll pay you. I don't have no problem giving you 50 bucks.
I want to save it for the ticket to go to the next
well,
game.
Then I'll put it
I'll tell you right now.
Or whatever
Are we going to Philly?
Just buy him a ticket.
Can we go
That's
to
all
Philly?
he wants, man. Just call it
Can we
a
go to
Christmas
Philly?
present or a
Yeah,
fucking
not
we go to
my
Philly?
white hat.
Yo, he touched his head.
My white hat.
Like,
We're out of here.
tickets a no. Touch
We
my
going to
head.
Philly?
We can do that.
I went to Yankee Stadium like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
not
kids.
going to Philly. I'm lying. I ain't going to
Are you a
Philly
Yankee
Stadium.
fan?
I'm gonna keep it a real.
All right, then what's the problem with that?
I'm gonna keep
I
it a
took the
buck.
kids.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not going to Philly because I know for a fact I'm fighting.
you
If a mother,
Philly,
I
you
know
guys
for
don't.
a
You
fact
guys
I'm
don't
fighting.
feel
Okay,
like.
I'm outta here.
I don't feel like you guys are gonna go out and like.
I know for a fact I'm fighting. If you walk through the motherfucking the parking lot and people throw drinks at you,
No, that's why I said I ain't going to Philly. I said,
I'm fucking smacking the shit out of somebody.
We're not doing all of
Nah,
that.
yeah, you ain't leaving Philly.
Nah,
Listen,
bro.
We're not going somewhere. We're not going to put you in that bullshit.
That's what they were doing in the playoffs.
I went to a Phillies Boston Red Sox game and that was crazy because I wore a Yankees jersey.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like, oh, they started talking shit. I'm like, yo, we're not even playing you, dog.
Yeah, don't matter.
I was
They're
like,
aggressive.
but no, I
They're the most
I
aggressive fans.
definitely pointed out that there was a dude in a Jacoby Ellsbury fucking t-shirt in front of us. I was like, get in on him.
Philly, Boston.
Yeah.
Boston's pretty bad too. New York somewhat.
Philly's the worst.
Philly's
They're
the
the
worst.
only.
Oh, no,
only-
Philly
is the only. Well, the previous stadium. The previous stadium is.
Yep.
In the new
I'm
the
hungry.
new
Let's
stadium,
roll.
the Vet
Me
was the
too.
old one. Now you got Lincoln Financial.
Yep.
The old one was the Vet. Now it's Lincoln Financial.
Not any better at Lincoln. It's not.
They are the only sports football team that has a holding cell, precinct, whatever.
Yeah.
You want,
Yeah. So
jail
what
downstairs.
I heard, but what I heard was
Nobody else has that.
So what I heard was that Philly fans from Philly aren't the assholes. It's the people from the surrounding towns that come into the games that go
That fuck
crazy
it up.
over it and fuck it up for everybody else. That's what I've heard.
It's
I
like
bet.
the same people who are out there going bananas for the Knicks right now outside the Garden. We're like,
No,
you know,
those are the motherfuckers in Westchester.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they're not in the city.
They're not in the city.
But the biggest rivalry, though, sorry to go back to a different sports, is the Dodgers and the Giants.
Dodgers
One
and Giants.
Yeah, in baseball,
Yeah.
one person dies. every year.
Or 49ers Vegas. Well, now Raiders.
Yeah, but that baseball shit.
That's how it was with Oakland and
That
49ers.
baseball shit.
That's how it was
Well,
for Oakland and the
that's
49ers,
history within
bro.
the city itself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That right there, that you know how they say
The
Duke, North Carolina,
the two major
The
teams
San
of the New
Francisco
York,
Giants and who else?
and
the Brooklyn Dodgers,
the Dodgers.
the LA
LA
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
So like they
The
had
San
history
Francisco
within
Giants.
like Major League Baseball because they were both the New York Major League teams.
Yeah.
The Giants and the Dodgers. Brooklyn Dodgers being from Evans Field,
Yep.
and the Giants before the New York Yankees actually.
Yep.
yeah.
And
Crazy.
the
That's why they
Giants
put the Giants as the football team. That's
yeah,
why a
the
lot of times
Giants
they
were the
say-
first one to move out to. Well, yeah,
West Coast.
we had the Giants on both sides. We had
Yeah.
the Giants on baseball and football.
That's why Chris
So,
Berman used to be like
and
the
the
New York
Giants-
football Giants.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So then the Giants moved out to San Francisco as far as the Major League was concerned, but
Right.
the bigger team I think was the Dodgers because of the whole idea behind the field and the ravine and all
Robinson.
the other stuff. Like Robinson I don't think was part of the team at that time when they moved out to LA.
They were still in Brooklyn.
I believe so.
Well, there it is.
I could be totally wrong because, alcohol. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Here we are.
On that note. Yeah. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. We do appreciate y'all. This one was kind of a shit show at the beginning, but we kind of got to figure it out,
Well,
right?
you started it that way,
gotta
dog.
figure it out.
You literally you
My
shat,
mode-
You shat on the show.
My mode, how I am, what I'm thinking, I'm not able to mask that. I don't know how to do it. What I think, what I feel, how I'm acting, like it all bleeds out together, and it's no way for me to
We're going back to this?
be fake. Yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it
This
is.
is what I wanted to talk about 23 minutes ago, but okay.
Yeah. So
good
on
night.
That note, we're out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all are tapped in because we're going live on
The Nutso Bunch Podcast.
YouTube next week, man. We got y'all. That's good. That was dope, right? That was good? Good. All right, thank you.
Hey, Nutso, if y'all like what you hear, be sure to hit the subscribe button on your favorite podcast app. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, the Nutso Bunch Podcast. And of course, we're accepting donations. Just go on the Anchor app, search the Nutso Bunch Podcast, and drop us some loose change.
Oh, yeah.